Time to change the oil on the old beast here. This is an st1300. It's all the same. Some people remove the lower half of the plastic. I'm not going to do that. What you have to do is start the bike and let it idle for a bit. That way you get the bike nice and warm. After a few minutes, turn it off and we're ready to begin the process. Because of this bike, it being on the center stand, a lot of people remove this. It's not that difficult to remove. You can remove 1, 2, and 3 and just kind of remove this chunk. But you know, I don't like doing that. So I'm just going to remove the filter, and it's going to get some oil on there, and that's fine. One thing that I'm probably going to do for removing the oil filter is put it on the kickstand, remove it from the center stand. That way the oil will drain a whole lot better. Let's put an oil drain pan underneath. You're going to use a 17mm socket to reach that. Just undo it a bit. I'm going to lift up the pan just to catch any oil. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a magnetic oil drain plug here. The guy that I got this from was completely anal. And there we go. There's the oil draining. So just let that drain for a little bit. Then want to remove it from the center stand and put it on the kickstand to remove the oil filter. And we're ready to put the bolt back on there. So I'm just going to thread it by hand. And now I'm going to take my 17mm and just tighten it. So for this, I am going to remove the oil drain pan. Remove all of the stuff because we're going to put it on the kickstand. That's going to make draining the oil filter much easier. So on the left side, that's the oil filter right over here, right over there. It uses a nut in the end, so K&N filters do have that. We're going to replace that, and it uses a 17mm. You might want to put something on the side of the exhaust so you don't get oil all over the exhaust. It is off, and there's the oil running right onto the Sports Illustrated and onto the pan. So now we're just gonna wait for the oil to drain. Just wanted to show you what was in there. There was a K&N 204-1, perfectly good, but notice that this one's got a bolt over there, 17mm, makes life much easier to remove on the st1300. So make sure you get one with that bolt. And this is the oil filter I've decided on using. I got it at Advanced Auto Parts. It's the PL14610. It was about $10. So there's others. You can get the PL14612. And I was looking for the K&N. Unfortunately, they did not have any more of those. Usually it's in the motorcycle section, but apparently it's very popular. So let's go ahead and put this on the st1300. And I am just going to remove my Sports Illustrated. It's no longer usable. And for this, you have to put it on top of the center stand, route it in here, and then make it up there. Unfortunately, it's not like a great way of doing it, but it does work. Now we need to remove this piece, but we're going to have to remove this as well. punch this in, and I should be able to pop this piece out. Then there's another piece underneath, and move it. There we go. With this, you have your oil filler right here. This is also where the spark plugs are. Oh man, it's so tight. Use a pair of pliers. There we go. Doesn't take much, but there we go. Put it aside. The bike, it's going to take about 4 quarts to fill it. I'm going to put my funnel in here, and I'm going to start putting in my favorite oil. I'm not sure if I have 4 quarts yet, but it is up to the top mark. So what I'm going to do is remove the funnel. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to start the bike for about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to recheck the oil level. Started the bike and I let it run. The oil light came on and disappeared after about 2 seconds. But I'm going to recheck it now. I'm going to just let it run for 30 seconds and then recheck the oil. I'm going to stop the bike, and now I'm going to recheck the oil. After a few seconds, the oil should come to a better mark, and you can see like I need to add a little bit more oil. Stop the engine, wait a few seconds, and then recheck. A little bit hard to see on video, but that's the oil sight glass, and right now it's right at the top mark. So, and we changed it at 31,894 miles. Now we just have to bolt everything up, and that's pretty much what changing the oil on an st1300 is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.